Welcome to the Sports Show. Mike Max, Pat Carusi, Lou Nanny, and Sid Hartman. Wow, that's like the fireworks I saw last night.
Did you see the wire? You weren't on TV last night, so you must have spent
just relax.
time.
You know I am. I like to just relax and have downtime and meditate, doing yoga and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think of the Twins today? Or what do you think of Santana?
Bullpen's terrible. They can't hold the leads. What's that left-hander's name?
Aaron Thompson.
He's brutal.
You put him out in 6 weeks.
You're going to lose. I mean, they had a chance to sweep that series. That Sano has been unbelievable.
Yeah, he's had a good week. Santana had a good game.
Mauer's been unbelievable. Now, all of a sudden, they can't put them together. They can't put the bullpen and the hitting together. Otherwise, they'd have won. They'd have swept the series.
Interesting series.
Let me point out they scored 11 runs in 4 games. They didn't exactly go out and maul.
And 5 in one of them.
Yeah, they 11 runs in 4 games. They had millions of chances, and they couldn't get the... How many leadoff doubles did they end up not getting?
Oh, yeah, both
home?
teams are big hits away from.
Yeah, Kansas City's not swinging the bat real well. But Sano, unlike Buxton, unlike Vargas, is up here to swing the bat. You know, he's not terrified. He's looking for a pitch, and when he gets it, he's going to swing at it. Buxton was terrified. Vargas just knew he was on the way back and went in the tank. But they got 2 kids in the lineup now, Rosario and Sano, who think they belong here and play like they belong here, which is a big addition.
So, Louis, are the Twins in it to stay, or are they... Is competitive good enough this year?
No, I think they're in it to stay. Cabrera now is out for 6 weeks with the Tigers, so the Tigers are going to slip. They'll be down. It'll be between the Royals and the Twins, I think. And I think the kind of pitching the Twins have been getting, and Sano, he's going to hit. I think it's going to be interesting.
So, are you a buyer then? Are you, as you move through July here, are you looking for somebody?
I would be.
Are you looking for a what? What would you do?
It all depends what's available. You don't want to overpay for anything, but anything going to improve your team, you're going to get.
They would probably like a guy to pitch the 8th inning in front of Perkins.
Right now, huh?
Because they don't have, all those guys are hitting the tank.
Yep.
You know, Bauer, you got every ounce of blood you could out of Boyer. You got every ounce of blood you could out of Thompson. You need some new bodies.
And you see Kansas City. I mean, they don't lose many. What is it? 106-1 after the 7th.
The Kansas City guy is not playing that great right now. They got swept by Houston, and they aren't getting the hits. It looks like they're going to have 7 guys in the All-Star game.
4.
That's amazing.
4. They announced.
It's been named, right?
They announced the starters today. 4.
4 starters from Kansas City.
Yes, they announced.
And all the reserves are announced tomorrow, correct?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So anyway, go ahead, Sid.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
Twins, who will have an All-Star game?
Perkins.
Maybe Dozier.
And Dozier would be the bubble guy.
Mr. Molitor, Yost wanted him to be third base coach, so he turned him down. Well, he didn't want the time off.
Sure. And now you get 4 days or whatever, so it's...
He's got a young family. Molitor's got to spend some time with him rather than go to the All-Star game and coach third base. Paul's been to plenty All-Star games. It's not a new experience for him. So.
No, it's not.
Especially when they're gone 81 games on the road a year.
Yeah.
I mean, they go for a long period of time. They're not like a hockey team or a basketball team or a football team. They go for a day and back. They're out 3-4 days at a crack.
So does the fact that they might have just one All-Star make their season more remarkable, the Twins, and what they've done?
I think it is, but they talk about, Pat's talking about a reliever. Detroit's been trying to get a reliever for about 4 years.
That's true.
I mean, they're not that easy to get.
No.
Why can't he leave Santana in the game? Why is it just automatic? You got to pitch 7 or 8 innings, and you...
I was surprised he let him go 8, even though his pitch count was low.
You pitch...
I agree with him, though.
But it's his first start in the big league. I think if it'd been, I think if he'd had a couple of big league starts underneath him, he would have let him keep going.
Yeah, but Pat, when you're throwing the ball, whether it's the minors or the big leagues, if it's 90 pitches, it's 90 pitches.
But that's true. But I mean, they still have to get somebody in the bullpen besides Perkins to get somebody out.
Yeah.
You get in a bullpen battle with Kansas City. I said it's like Mayweather fighting Pacquiao. They got no chance,
They got Boyer.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas City just keeps coming up with these flamethrowers. They're all closers. They're just pitching the 7th or the 8th inning.
And they had about 2 more left today.
Yeah.
Boyer's a joke. Williamson's a joke. That other guy's a joke. Why today, the starter they put in the bullpen? Who they put?
Trevor May.
Huh?
Trevor May.
Why do you use him today?
I can't remember the last time he pitched.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Did he pitch this series? He threw well his last time, but I can't remember which game it was.
He might have pitched Wednesday, so I don't think a full game. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look.
Would you make him an 8th inning guy, though, Patrick? Started like that?
You got a fighting chance to right now because they got nobody. Casey Fiend isn't throwing that well, and they've been using him a lot. Boyer's, as I said, hit the wall. And, you know, when they left spring training, everyone said they got a bad bullpen, and they bluffed them for 2 months, but the bluff was over.
How about at Pelfrey, he's hurt, and that head case from the Dodgers.
Nolasco.
He's got a bad head and a bad ankle, and he's hurt. He's bad.
I don't think Pelfrey's hurt.
Pelfrey get hurt last night?
Pelfrey's not hurt. He's just bad.
I thought maybe something happened that I didn't know about.
Nolasco's hurt, but Pelfrey's not hurt. He just pitched poorly.
Oh, okay, they said on TV he hurt his shoulder.
Oh.
I didn't hear that, so maybe Trevor May's not in the bullpen.
Trevor May's not in the bullpen.
Back after this. Stay with us.
The Sports Show is brought to you in part by Cambria, makers of quality quartz surfaces. Ticket King. For the best price on tickets anywhere, try Ticket King. Soundpoint Audiology. Life is worth hearing. And Bobby and Steve's Auto World. Go to BobbyandStevesAutoWorld.com for huge savings on everything from convenience store items to everything under the hood of your car.
Quality. It's the result of shared values. The joy found in an honest day's work. Respect for true American craftsmanship and the need, not the want, to get things right. It's the result of remembering your roots, being forever humbled by how far you've traveled and forever hungry to push on further. Quality is a result. Quality is who we are. Cambria. Family owned, American made.
You're watching CW-23.
Celebrity Name Game just added another celebrity name, Emmy.
This is the greatest day we've ever had here.
Now that Craig Ferguson has won the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show Host.
I haven't worked this hard since I had a real job.
Find out what makes him a winner.
Everybody calm down, all right? Everybody calm down.
On the show that just keeps getting more famous.
I'm thinking there's more than a game show going on.
Celebrity Name Game.
Tomorrow at 5 and 5:30 on CW-23.
It's Daily Leisure's big 4th of July sale.
Cool off in a new pool, only $6.99 complete. Patio furniture, poly, wicker, cast, and more. Spas and swim spas at guaranteed lowest prices. Save hundreds on outdoor play gyms. 4th of July sale going on now at Family Leisure.
All right, let's see. Oh, we got a problem, kid. Air handler blew the bearing. Down for the count. Bearing took the belt out, smoked the motor. Odor made the security guy smell something, you know, not right. He calls me. Do I panic? Freak out? No. I call Grainger. They got everything. What we need when we need it. It's always something. But Grainger makes it easy. Can't beat easy, kid. Get it? Got it? Good.
In-depth investigations, real-life mysteries, and the story behind the crime.
You believe the motive was money.
Primetime Crime is coming to daytime. Crime Watch Daily. Coming September 14th to CW-23.
Main Street is filled with hopes and dreams. The only thing you need is the right partner. The beacon of light that shines, that says we are in this together. That is Beacon Bank. Locally owned and community committed. They understand what you need. And they are your personal answer. Your friend in business and in life. Allow the folks at Beacon Bank to be a part of your life because they make dreams come true. Beacon Bank, it's a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Looking for a nice, big, juicy rack of ribs?
Fabulous chops, huge steaks, and the Buddy Bowl? Then J.D. Hoyt's is the place for you. Hoyt's opened in 1983, and Mike Andrews and his partner John White have kept this Minnesota tradition at the top of the food chain. Managing owner Pat Montague gives us a tour.
At J.D. Hoyt's, enjoy a relaxed atmosphere, great food, friendly service, private dining room, second to none happy hour, and great outdoor dining. Just blocks from the new ballpark.
Located at 394 in North Washington. Locally owned, nationally known. Hoyt's.
We're getting downtown Minneapolis. Stop by J.D. Hoyt's. Visit Pat and the gang at J.D. Hoyt's before you go to that Twins game. And good luck, Pat, on the rehab of that knee. I'm sure it's getting better by now. Welcome back to Ryan Presley.
Ryan Presley's hurt.
That's where he goes, to J.D. Hoyt's, and he's the worst tipper that ever has come into place.
All right, one quick story before.
Nothing.
One quick story.
We used to have a guy.
True story. Mike Max, Ron Coomer, Bob Lertzema, and Sid Hartman go to J.D. Hoyt's one night. We get there, we eat. After we're done eating, they inform us that the kitchen was actually closed before we ordered, so the register's been closed, so we owe them nothing. Lurch throws down a 20, Coomer throws down a 20, Max throws down a 20. True story. God is my witness. Sid Hartman looks at it and says, "Oh, that's plenty."
That is
not a lie.
That is the biggest lie ever.
That is not a lie.
The biggest lie ever.
It's a good thing he didn't take the 60 and put a check down for 60 for 58 or something.
Lie ever. That's the biggest lie ever.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story. In our younger days, Nicholson Hotel had dancing. So you go out with a young chick and all that kind of stuff. And at the time, I had the news run downtown where I delivered papers to Nicollet Hotel. So this one guy always said I left something at the table. You had to go back. We found out he picked up the tip. And
so that's where you learned that?
So when I'm delivering papers, he says, "Boy, that guy in that dance room, they're pretty mad at you. No tips ever." So I followed the son of a gun.
You followed him and you found out?
Yeah.
Well,
that was the last of it.
Hey, what do you think of Urban Santana then? Are you happy with him as a pitcher coming back?
He pitched great today. I mean, here's the thing. You have to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't pitched in the major leagues now for all this time.
Games.
He pitched at Rochester, but it's not the same. But still, he came in there, and I was very disappointed when Molitor took him out when you got no bullpen. Zero. You don't have one guy in that bullpen who you can count on right now.
Well, Perkins is 27 for 27. He's pretty good.
If you want to take your chances, you mean to get a shutout in.
You're not going to do that in Kansas City.
Okay, let me ask you a question that's not on the board there. Charlie Sanders passed away this week. Who was Charlie Sanders to people that maybe don't recall or don't know him as a Minnesota?
Charlie Sanders was an angel. He was such a good friend of mine. We used to go out all the time. This guy was without a doubt the best tight end that ever played for Minnesota. He had a fantastic personality, always had a smile on his face, but he never could beat the Vikings. He was 2-17, Detroit was, while he was there. So last spring, they operated on him, his knee, and they find out he's got bone cancer. So he died at 68, a great guy.
Do you remember him, Patty?
Yep, and another case of worst thing that ever happened to Minnesota sports, integration.
Down south.
He and Louis Hudson from the, he and Louis Hudson, the same high school.
What you mean is we had dibs on it.
Yeah, we could get the great players from
Bobby
North
Bell,
Carolina.
Judge Dixon.
Yeah.
Bobby Bell, Lou Hudson, and Charlie Sanders, all from, and Carl Eller, all from North Carolina.
And Mariucci had, I was coaching
that didn't
a freshman.
affect him as much.
I was coaching a freshman team at the time, and Charlie was playing at the U. So Mariucci had him come over. He always used to bug him, put him on skates. He said, "I'm going to make a defenseman out of you."
No way you can't play, huh?
You should have seen him. I mean, it was funny.
He did it?
Oh, yeah. He came out and tried to, he can't move. He was standing there. John says, just anybody comes by, just take a swipe at him.
He was an angel.
Look up that 67 Gopher team, though, that end up tying for the Big Ten title.
67.
67 tied. They had some.
Indiana.
They had some. Indiana and Purdue.
Bob Stein.
Indiana and Purdue, Bob Stein. But John Williams was the right tackle, and Charlie Sanders was the right tight end. And
Jim
Carter ran right behind him.
I had both of them on my freshman team.
Yeah.
And they were both linebackers. Carter
and they played hockey?
And they played hockey.
Really?
Carter played with the varsity. They both played with the varsity, too. And I want to tell you, Carter probably would have played professional hockey.
Really? He was that good,
he was owned by the Hawks. He was a big...
Jinky was a hockey player, too?
Yeah, both of them.
Jinky was a great athlete.
I had them both on it. We used to have games, we'd play some of the other small colleges around here, and I got those two guys in defense. They terrorized you.
Talking about Jim Carter?
Yes.
Yeah. Jim Carter, we're down in Indiana, and he's got a bad knee, and he's got crutches. And they get into a little fight after the game. He hits a guy right on Indiana, guy right in the head. Murray Wormuth had to talk his way out to let him come back to Minnesota.
Well, it's a good place to hit him if you're going to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Fight a guy with the moral of that story is don't fight a guy with crutches, especially when he's a fullback.
Well, he did it in Denver. We were playing Denver when he was with the varsity team, and he got in a scrap with this kid, and the kid went high behind the net. He picked up the net and pushed it right into the board.
That was Jim Carter?
Yeah.
By the way, I was clicking channels last night, and I ran into Slapshot. Came on.
Oh.
Why didn't the Hanson brothers win an Academy Award? That's what I want to know. Yeah. The first shift of the Hanson brothers might be the funniest movie in the history of mankind.
No. The funniest movie is Miracle when whoever plays Lou Nanny. That's the funniest hockey movie of all time, whoever that guy is that plays Lou
I'd say the guy who played Herbie the first time, Carl
Malden.
That's what I told him.
Are you doing a wrestling show?
Take a break, come back. You're watching The Sports Show. Stay with us.
Ever wonder, why do I hear but not understand? Scientists at Cambridge University discovered the answer. Inside your cochlea, there are thousands of tiny hearing hair cells. Poor hearing occurs when regions of these hair cells die. Amplifying a dead region with hearing aids makes you hear worse, not better. The result of this study is a hearing clarity breakthrough. Using standard test equipment, dead regions of your cochlea are identified. Then, a new type of frequency-shaping hearing aid is programmed to bypass the dead regions. Only your usable hearing hair cells receive amplification. Brilliant. A local study is underway. 100 citizens with hearing problems are needed to receive this testing and then wear the tiny device for 10 days, recording your results. Call now to see if you qualify. Volunteers may keep the product at a special discount if they desire. Don't miss this opportunity. Call now.
Join us for the 7th annual Challenge for Children's Paintball Big Game on Sunday, July 19th. Challenge for Children's is the largest third-party fundraiser for the children's hospitals and clinics of Minnesota. Not only a great day to play paintball, but also a great day for family fun. For more information and to register to play, visit challengeforchildrens.com. You must be 12 years or older to play, but there will be games and fun for all ages at the event. Register at challengeforchildrens.com.
Thanks for watching CW-23.
Hi, I'm John Hines. And Bobby and Steve's Auto World is the place you should come for car washes, oil changes, tires. As a matter of fact, anything and everything under the hood of your car. You're in great hands at Bobby and Steve's Auto World, where serving people is the most important part of their business.
Schedule an appointment online for your spring car care special. Get an oil change, car wash, tire rotation, and $5 on your World Rewards card for only $39.95. While there, visit our convenience store or enjoy something from our Chevy grill.
Welcome back to the Sports Show. Move it down to the Wild. Devin Dubnyk, did they overpay for him?
Well, that's the market. They know the market better than I do. So
I guess they evaluated it differently than you did.
Yeah, that's right. I would have had a hard time paying that, but they know the market.
Would you have paid him?
No, I wouldn't have paid. I would have tried to negotiate harder. That's all. I mean, sometimes I like to call the bluff of the agent, but that's the market. And I have to tell you, they did sign Riley, so that's he's going to take a place of a more expensive. Proven defenseman, so they had some of that money to use. It's not so much the $4 million, it's 6 years too, because even though it goes down, it is 6 years.
6 years.
But if he plays the way he played, then he's underpaid.
Those guys have anybody. Is that going to make them better next year?
Well, they're a good team. I'm just concerned if they don't get Stewart, and they did lose Brodziak. Brodziak was sensational from January on. They lost a good checker to St. Louis.
I'll tell you something, he's a class guy.
Yeah, he's a good player.
The goalies have become the quarterbacks of the NHL. He's the 20th highest paid at that price.
Yeah.
So they're all getting over, to get a goalie, everybody's overpaying. So.
How about their salary cap? Has they got any problem?
No, well, they got $71 million to work with, 71.4. And they're getting close to it, but all the teams.
I think they're going to get Stewart, Louis, because they're not really finding a market for him.
I know,
and that's why I'm finding a market.
I thought, and I profess I know nothing about hockey, but all I do is read Russo, who thinks she's a coach too, that they need scoring.
Well,
no, they were one of the better scoring teams. Last year, they improved their scoring.
Louis, there wasn't a lot of deals done. I mean, everybody's figured out a few years ago to get long-term deals.
Yes.
The July 1st thing's lost a little bit of sizzle.
Well, it all depends who's up. They never had really a lot
Paul
of quality
Martin got a
names.
nice deal.
Paul Martin got an unbelievable deal.
What was that?
I mean, you talk about a good deal.
Ben Hankinson the other day.
Ben's going to make himself a nice piece of change, and he deserves it.
Well, Kessel was already getting paid.
Those two Gophers. What contracts they got? Kessel and Paul Martin?
Kessel's gone for 8 years.
Martin is a miracle.
Yeah.
The Wild thought they might get him on a one-year deal for about $2 million. He ends
got
up getting
4.5 for 4.
Yep. What's wrong with Kessel? What is it? Something wrong with him?
Well, no. Kessel's a streaky scorer. You know what you're going to get, and he's not going to be a check in any situations, and he's not going to be a leader. And they pay a lot of money for him.
He'll get along with people.
Well, he gets along. He's not a problem.
Louis, another note was Phil Housley going into the Hall of Fame.
Wasn't that great?
Give us some perspective on Phil Housley, the hockey player.
Well, I got to tell you, when you look at what he's achieved, he was the 4th leading scorer of defensemen of all time. That's really saying something. He was the only one that wasn't in those top 5. And he came in out of South St. Paul and got almost 70 points that first year, which is unbelievable. And he continued, 18 years old, and he continued all the way through. And maybe because they never won a cup like they do with the Viking guys like Tingeloff for so long. I don't know what the reasoning is. And many times, you're really offensive, and he's not a big guy, so they'd say, he's not solid in front of the net, or he could be better defensively. Everybody's got some kind of, liability. Yeah. I don't care who you are. There's something you don't do as well. And he should have been in. He deserved to be in. He finally got in.
Didn't turn 19 until March of his.
But I'll tell you a funny story. I'll tell you. So I'm in Toronto at the time, and I find out that he's going to the Hall of Fame. And they tell me that it's getting out at 2:30, which is 1:30 his time. So I called him, and he answers, and I said, Phil, how you doing? He said, good. I said, where are you? He says, Phoenix, because we were together the night before defending the blue line, Mystic Lake. And I says, anything going on? He says, no. Did you hear anything? I said, no, I just here in Toronto, and I see your name's all over the papers being up for the Hall of Fame, which, And I said, you sure you didn't hear anything? I said, no, did you hear anything? He says, no. So I wait. Now I see it come at 3 o'clock. It comes across the line. So I call him back. I said, well, you must have heard something now, because I see it here. He said, yeah, and you knew I could tell you. He says, because I knew and I couldn't tell you. He
knew too?
He knew too. He said, they told me not to say it till 3.
Take a break, come back.
If you guys could go on a free shopping spree anywhere, where would you go? I'd go to the grocery store. Pizza, ice cream. I'd go shop for clothes. You know where I'd go? I'd go to Ticket King. Ticket King! At Ticket King, you can buy great seats for the Vikings, the Wild, the Timberwolves, and of course the Twins. We love the Twins! Yep, this is where I go. Vikings, Twins, Wild, Timberwolves, Gophers, theater, and concerts, too. For details, go to TicketKingOnline.com. Any ticket, anytime, anywhere. It's the real thing. It's Ticket King. Right, Dad?
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
That's for sure.
You're watching CW-23.
Join us for the 7th annual Challenge for Children's Paintball Big Game on Sunday, July 19th. Challenge for Children's is the largest third-party fundraiser for the children's hospitals and clinics of Minnesota. Not only a great day to play paintball, but also a great day for family fun. For more information and to register to play, visit challengeforchildrens.com. You must be 12 years or older to play, but there will be games and fun for all ages at the event. Register at challengeforchildrens.com.
Main Street is filled with hopes and dreams. The only thing you need is the right partner. The beacon of light that shines that says we are in this together. That is Beacon Bank. Locally owned and community committed. They understand what you need. And they are your personal answer. Your friend in business and in life. Allow the folks at Beacon Bank to be a part of your life because they make dreams come true. Beacon Bank, it's a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Beacon Bank, responsive, reliable, reassuring. Beacon Bank, let them live the American dream. Let you live the American dream with a great partner, Beacon Bank, and get into a business situation that you got a partner you can trust. Beacon Bank. Welcome back to the Sports Show.
Wait, let me say this. Thank God for the Beacon Bank. I can't find my way on our new building we got.
Star Tribune, it's a beacon of light. And they don't even have a plate. They don't even have a bank there, so that's really good.
You don't want me to break the news?
No, let's just keep going. Timberwolves are going to have a little something this week. How do you feel?
Wednesday night.
Yeah, do you feel like they're creating a lot of mojo here?
7 o'clock. I bet they have 10,000 people.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Is there a freebie?
All I know is
Are they giving away steaks and hot dogs?
Everybody I talk to, they talk about the Timberwolves. They don't talk too much about the Wild or the Twins.
No.
Talking about the Timberwolves now.
That's because you hang around with basketball players. What do you want them to talk about?
Yeah.
Hey, let's move on to soccer. You had a tear in your eye when Abby Wambach came in the game late.
They're going to get it here.
No, I'm talking about the Women's World Cup. Patrick?
What, 5-2 final?
Yep.
Is that what it was? 5-2 final?
Lloyd
won the
was
World Cup. I read a stat that we have as many women's hockey players in the United States as
soccer players?
Soccer players as the rest of the world.
We got that many?
Yeah, we got 2 million.
Wow.
As many women soccer
players as the rest of the world. We are the powerhouse, so we are the powerhouse.
So we should win.
We should win,
yeah.
As expected.
Yes.
Although 4 goals in 15 minutes is not as expected.
Louis, what's going to happen at some point in time if soccer does get big? All these universities that don't have men's programs are going to say, why don't we have a men's program here? And this Title IX thing, they're going to say, wait, you're giving it to women and not to men. We can't have a men's team, and we got high school teams.
Yeah, well, if they get a men's program and they already have a women's program, then they're going to probably have to add women's lacrosse or something because that's going to throw the numbers out.
My whole point.
They got
there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Unless they drop some other non-women's
unless they,
club soccer.
Right. But why shouldn't you have varsity soccer if every high school team in the state has a boys soccer team?
You talk about that. I thought Joe Maturi, the biggest mistake he made is put in rowing instead of lacrosse. Lacrosse would draw some people.
But lacrosse
but you got nobody to play.
Lacrosse, when rowing started 7 or 8 years ago, there was this lacrosse movement hadn't started. So.
And there weren't enough teams to play, but you're right, lacrosse is on the rise.
Would not give him a number?
He was looking for numbers is why he went to rowing.
That's why. They needed.
Everybody goes to rowing for numbers.
They need some women athletes, so they went to crew.
They have to, you know what they got to do with 80% of the non-revenue sports is make them regional in the competition.
Absolutely.
That's what Boston College supposedly is going to do. They're going to start playing.
Drive to northern Iowa, Drake, Marquette, and Green Bay every year.
And McAllister, and
you can do that too.
Yeah, places have men's soccer, but play Augsburg.
Create a conference.
Yeah,
I agree 100%. But now
I don't agree.
Wait. I want to give it the proper introduction. We're at that point in the show where you're able to kind of tie a bow around this and a ribbon. This is Sid on Sid. Go ahead and free flow into the camera.
Now, are we done?
No. You give your.
We will have soccer in the market. They're just playing some games.
What are you talking about?
Well, St. Paul or Minneapolis.
Major League Soccer will build a stadium at Market area. And St. Paul has no chance to get to soccer.
I agree. I think they're being used.
Again.
Again.
What, though? They'd have it. The old Sears building site would be a good location. Right there, right next to the Capitol.
See you back here next week, everybody.
The Sports Show is brought to you in part by Cambria, makers of quality quartz surfaces. Ticket King. For the best price on tickets anywhere, try Ticket King. Soundpoint Audiology. Life is worth hearing. And Bobby and Steve's Auto World. Go to BobbyandSteve'sAutoWorld.com for huge savings on everything from convenience store items to everything under the hood of your car.